Hey YouTube, Walter McThinney here, coming at you live once again. And basically what I just wanted to talk about, just stuff. Because I didn't have really like a set like thing to talk about or whatever. So I just thought I'd just share some stuff like, you know, like the blood moon. Ain't that weird that it's like a tetrad? That it's going to be 4 blood moons and one already happened, and then it's going to be another one on the 8th, which is, let's see, today is Monday, which is the 6th, of course. Tomorrow is the 7th, which is Tuesday, and Wednesday is this. Wait a minute. Oh, Tuesday is the 7th. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to get confused there. Tuesday is the 7th. Wednesday is the 8th, which is the blood moon. And then after that, it's 2 more blood moons. And the funny thing is, they all fall on Jewish holidays. How often does that happen? Not very often. Not very often indeed. And then like the last blood moon, and then there was like this rainbow around the sun, which is really interesting if you think about it. So there are a lot of things that we share, like we share our problems, we share our victories, and we share coffee or share tea or share McDonald's and share likes and videos on Facebook. Hey, that was a joke there. You get it or whatever. But that's just one thing. Ain't it something? Life in general is just weird. I mean, 1 minute you're on top of the world and you're king and you have whatever, and then the next thing you know, something happens and you fall like a brick until you hit the bottom, and you're wondering what on earth is going on here and why does this have to happen to me. Well, a lot of people feel that way. And I'm not going to say that, oh, it's nothing. Because, yeah, it's tough. As I'd say, you go through that situation and then tell me it's nothing. And then we'll talk about it. And if you need therapy, I know a good therapist that can help you. That's just a joke. But, wow. Ain't creation interesting? Like trees and clouds and stars and the sun. It's also beautiful if you think about it. Especially the night sky. When you look up in a clear sky and see the stars. Unlike watching a sunrise or a sunset. It's also awe-inspiring. It just does things to you. Like, how awesome is this earth, really? Yeah, we get that. It's awesome. And that don't even compare to the Creator or what He has planned for us in the kingdom. And when He restores everything and set things straight. Like, we get this idea that revenge is like getting back at people for what they've done to us. But if you really look at it, when God says He will repay vengeance, it's not really vengeance, but rather justice. So whatever you do and how you live you'll get repaid for everything that you've done, because a worker is worthy of his wages. And for whatever works you've done is how you will be repaid. So you do good works, you get repaid accordingly. You do evil works, you get repaid accordingly, according to what you've done. But, like coming to Christ, we can't really come to Christ on our own unless the Father draws us. And it's not that we first love Him, but that He first loved us and commended His love towards us. While we were yet sinners, Christ died for us and made a way for us. And as our propitiation, which basically means our substitute or acceptable sacrifice on our behalf. And He is our advocate, which means one who walks alongside of and takes up our cause. If you're in law school, you know what an advocate is. And also He sent us His Spirit, which is a comforter. In a lot of ways is reminiscent of woman, because woman is our helper and also our comforter, and also is our partner and helpmate. Because it is not good that man should be alone. No man is an island, and woe to the one who falls alone. Because you will be in so much trouble falling alone, because that's usually what Satan does. Divide and conquer. Because if we're divided, then we're like easy to pick off, like lions and wolves and any other hunters. They usually single out like the sickest and the weakest among the herd, and they will separate them from the rest of the herd, because that's where the protection is in the herd. And getting cut off from the herd will lead to certain doom and getting devoured. Which is why we have the church, because we are there for one another, and there are safety in numbers, and that we work together as ambassadors of Christ, furthering His kingdom, because His kingdom is like a mustard seed, which when sown in the ground is the smallest of shrub, is the greatest of branches, puts forth his leaves and becomes the greatest of branches, which the birds of the air make their nest in the shade. You see, the kingdom of God is like that mustard seed. A mustard seed is extremely small and seemingly very insignificant at the time, but as it grows, and it becomes the greatest of branches, that the birds of the air make their nest in the shade. And who are those birds? Who knows? Don't know. But there's a lot of things going on in this world. And where on earth are we headed? Hey, Revelation spoke of these days. Isaiah spoke of these days. Joel spoke of the last days. Ezekiel, Daniel, and many other prophets spoke of the end days, or end times, or end of the age. Because as we know, the earth is going to be remade. There's going to be a new heavens and a new earth. Well, this is Walter McThinney, signing off. Peace.